Our ethos is really about bringing joy to your fingertips. And personally, for many years, when I was going to the salon before we had the brand, if my nails were done, I felt really polished. It's a pick me up. So that's one of the things that's really important to us, is that we're putting tools into the hands of our followers and our customers to be able to do your own nails and lift yourself up.
I'm Melanie Barr. Welcome back to the She Built It podcast, your go-to place to empower you to live the life and business that you crave. I'm here to talk about everything from having the courage to make life and career leaps to the details of how to lead effectively, create successful teams, implement strategies for growth, and infuse tech innovation. I'm here to celebrate your wins and navigate through your challenges. I live in the city now, but I grew up in a town of 1,000 people. I've navigated major life leaps, a senior level corporate career, worked in professional sports, and now as a successful entrepreneur who loves business, technology, family, and making meaningful connections with you and the She Built It community. I also love a good workout and dose of self-care. Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. So turn up the audio, open your favorite notes app, grab your favorite drink, and here we go. Welcome to the She Built It podcast. Thank you for joining us, Christina. Please share who you are and the moment you decided to start your business and launch your product.
My name is Christina, and I'm the co-founder of Mini Macaron. We're an indie nail brand, and our hero product is the gel manicure kit. So you might have seen us on TikTok, where we've been going pretty viral the previous couple of years. And the moment I decided to start my business, I don't know, Melanie, if you know the story, but my business partner is my ex-boyfriend. And we were a couple and then started the business 6 months into knowing each other and didn't plan to start a brand. Just started working together, but 10 years later, we have a brand.
I love it. And I'm a mom of twins. And so I want things done quickly. And I was always going to get my nails done consistently before having twins. And then after the twins were born, it was really challenging for me to get my nails done. And so I started to do things like Impress if I needed to have that quick, good nail look. You have such a fun product and your packaging is so fun. There's such an element of surprise when you open up your packaging. Can you tell us about the product that you created?
So I was a gel manicure fanatic back in the day. I worked in marketing, and so I always needed to have my nails done and looking really good. And I would go into the salon to get my gel manicures, and I loved the results. Gels are known to be extremely glossy, long-lasting, and chip-free. I loved having those results, but I didn't like the time it took to go in, having to wait around. The price was okay for me. I could afford it. It was more about the time. I wanted that freedom and that flexibility. And once you get your gels done, you have to book your appointment to get it removed because you couldn't remove it at home. And then you were in that cycle to always go back. So I was the consumer and I met Francois, who's my business partner. It's very interesting because everyone thinks that I come from beauty, but he's actually the one who comes from the beauty industry. He's French and had worked for a long time with a French beauty wholesale business. So he knew all about the category. Actually, he knows about the nail category, the types of products, very specifically everything around gel manicures, polish, LED lamps, tools. And so we put our heads together and wanted to create something that would make it really easy to get the same results at home. So you don't have to go into the salon. You can DIY your gels. And then when you're ready to remove it, you could do that as well. And we wanted something very affordable, of course, because it can get expensive. We also wanted something convenient and easy to learn, because if you've never done it, there's a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning and you want to get it right so that you're happy with the results and you want to do it again. So all of those things were considerations for us when we designed the product. And so our hero product is the gel manicure kit, and our brand is Mini Macaron. So macaron is the French. I don't want to say cookie because the French would be very unhappy if they heard that.
Right. Yeah.
But I think everyone knows what a macaron is, and they're colorful. They're very flavorful. And so when we launched the brand, we used it as a concept to create our lamps. So you've seen our product, our little LED lamps are in the shape of a macaron, and it's the light that drives the polish. And we use the names of flavors, like lavender, pistachio, Those are our color names.
That's so fun. How did you come up with that?
Yeah. So we knew we wanted to do a gel manicure set. So we wanted everything in one kit. You have your polish, your tools, your light. So we knew the format of the product we wanted to do. We had a friend who was just helping us brainstorm ideas and do sketches for what the lamp could look like. And he proposed two ideas. One was the ring and the other was the macaron. But he was really like the ring, this like ring that sits, and cures your nail. And I was like, that's not logical because rings don't sit at the base of the finger. And I just love the macaron. I thought, what a great concept. It's so iconic. It's so French, but globally everybody knows what it is. So it's very recognizable. So that's really become our signature. Obviously, we're known for our colors, but I think if you look at nail brands out there, obviously nail color cosmetic, people come to our brand for color, but our lamp is just so unique and it really stands out. And we play a lot with matching polishes with the lamps, and all of our sets have different themes, color concepts. So it's been really fun. I think it's what really stands out and people remember us.
It is, and it sparks curiosity because it makes you wonder, how did you associate the two? And it's also super fun. I mean, we all want to do something fun, especially when we're doing something around beauty.
Yeah, for sure. In the COVID 2020, 2021, people were at home and they were looking for solutions to do their manicures because the ones who were going into the salons couldn't do that. And specifically, our category, like nail, took off during COVID and the pandemic years, but gel manicures very specifically became a really hot item to have at home. And I felt like people, not only were they watching a lot of tutorials and really excited to learn and willing to learn how to do their own makeup, their own nails really well. It was like beauty entertainment. I felt like it was like we had this captive audience. They were entertained. They were willing, because they had time, to spend time investing into DIY and learning little tips and tricks. And that behavior stayed after COVID. I think we see this across many beauty categories. People have become very well versed in how to do things for themselves. And like you mentioned in the beginning, not wanting to take time out of their busy schedules. So being able to do it at home when you have the freedom and flexibility to paint your nails. Like you said, you're a busy mom, and having instant dry nails versus waiting around is really a game changer. So that really helped us a lot. We saw consumers behaving that way in COVID.
Yeah, it seems like you had the perfect timing with COVID because I was the same. I was running a business. I had 2 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds at home at the time. You want some time for yourself too. So you stopped and thought, how can I get that without leaving the house? And everyone had time to spend a little more time figuring out products that they wanted to use. Because I know I was like, how can I have an at-home spa day a minute away, the family that's not leaving and the business that's continuing to move forward as our lives are all compacted and we don't really get that downtime. A lot of us didn't. For business partners, usually it's great when 2 people come together with different skill sets. How do you work together in that way? You want to look for someone with a different skill set than you because that will help to grow the business.
Definitely. We're actually quite complementary in terms of our skill sets. My background, I came from advertising agencies, marketing, creative, design, and also these days working a lot on sales. And then he actually came from the product development, supply chain, operations. Like he knew about shipping internationally, like he knew all those details. So we were very complementary in terms of what we were able to bring to the partnership and our background and knowledge. Obviously, we are ex-boyfriend and girlfriend, so it brought a lot of complication over the years. I meet a lot of business partners who are couples, either present or former. And it's a common topic. I think a lot of people tend to get into business with someone who's a partner in their life. And I would say it's not easy. I think one of the things that's helped us a lot, and this is a very recent change for us, is we actually just brought in someone to help us run the business. So we have a managing director, and neither one of us is now officially the main person running the business. We have different sides of the business where we can really specialize on what we're good at. So he's going to hone in on supply chain and product development. I'm going to hone in on sales and working with our retailers in the US. It's really healthy to be able to, and it comes with time. Our brand just turned 10. We've been in business for 12 years, but the brand Mini Macaron started in January 2015. So it's been 10 years and an amazing change for us because after a certain period of time, you just need to go to the next stage and go from being a baby brand to a teenage brand, and, have more professionals who can help you grow that business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm happy for you with that growth. My husband and I own a separate business from She Built It together. So I understand of having that relationship, friend, and then also switching over to the business side. And when you disagree with the business perspective, having that conversation and then saying, okay, now we're gonna leave that conversation aside and go back to the relationship side. So it is. But I'm thrilled for you with that growth. As you grow your teams, how are you building a sustainable company culture? And what do you think is the most important element of leadership?
I think we've seen so many different stages of our growth, and it's been challenging for many years. We always had smaller teams, so, 5 people and then 10, 15 people. And then in the COVID years, the teams got much larger and we weren't ready for that. So we were growing and scaling. And we had this opportunity in the end of 2021 where Target rolled us out. And it really changed the game for us. And I was very focused externally on retail partnerships and marketing. And our team, we just kept hiring more people because we needed the people to help support the business. A culture that starts very organically, where if you're a team of 7 or 10 people, it's quite intimate. There's not so much hierarchy. You can very easily communicate. There's just these different relationships in the room, and you can easily communicate and update people on what's happening. But then we were suddenly 25 people, and I was so used to communicating one on one, and it just wasn't sustainable. You need layers, you need more leadership in the room, you need more experience. So the culture has changed and evolved over the years. Like we got to 25, we realized we needed to support the team. There's a lot of younger members of the team. We were going through the shift to work from home, whereas that just never existed before. And then different people had different expectations of what they wanted from that. And I was always very keen on having a work in the office kind of culture because I think bringing people together and collaborating in person just allows you to go so much faster and really connect. But we saw the shift happening out in the world, and we need to also adapt to that. So today, it's great now. I think one of the things that made a huge difference for us was relaunching our company values. So we had company values set in place a few years ago. We've done a lot of sizes recently to relaunch the values. So we have 3 values: pride and passion, above and beyond, and learn and grow. And it's very authentic to who we are. One of the things I've learned with working with coaches is that at the end of the day, you need to be true to who you are, and the values reflect you. And then the people in the organization, there's going to be people who it resonates with and people where it doesn't. And, if people leave, it's okay because they can find another company that fits them. And then we can reinforce the team culture and the spirit with the values that we have. So these are all really recent changes for us. And I'm really happy to see that it's helping our company and it's helping the team. And I can see us getting healthier and stronger. So it's been a very cool journey.
And it's so much better to show up when you know your why behind what you're doing as a team member. And you start out nimble, and businesses can operate with smaller teams, especially with all the technology that we have. It's great to start from the very beginning because you know your systems and then know how you want to push them out to your team. Now we have all the technology, sometimes too much at our fingertips with all the shiny new platforms and different directions.
Definitely.
What is next for your company? I saw a video of you doing your nails in your car. I have not tried your product yet, but I cannot wait. Our listeners are busy, don't have a lot of time like you, so can't wait to try your product. And tell us what's next.
So September, we launched regular classic air dry nail polish. And so for 10 years, we've been known for gels. Our gel formula is a 1-step. So you've got your base color, top coat, all in one bottle. That's our differentiator. If you go to the salon, it's a 3-step gel. There's other brands out there with 3-step, but we're really known for our 1-step gel. So I always say it's easy to apply, but easy to remove when you're ready to change the color. So I'm excited for you to try it because it's just so easy to apply and get it into your routine. So we've been known for gels for a long time, but we wanted to venture into nail polish because there is a big audience of people who like to use the classic air dry nail polish. While we have a very devoted audience using our gels, we call them our Cheries, our community, because Cherie is darling in French. They love using gels. They love the benefits of gel. But we also know that there are a lot of people out there who maybe just won't do gel or they'll only do it at the salon and they want to have the flexibility of nail polish. So we launched a line in September. It's called Le Sweet, and it's a superfood infused nail polish with a quick dry formula. We added blueberry, avocado, and spinach to the formula. It's also got biotin for nail health. So we're really thrilled with the line. I think we've got 35 shades to start, and we have a very amazing retail partnership coming very soon. So if you stay tuned, we'll be announcing that on our socials. It was a labor of love. It takes a long time to bring things to market. And I think in the nail category and color, it's important to be on trend. But then trends happen really quickly. Things are taking off on TikTok and consumers want to see it and have it available. So we're always working quickly to bring things to market. But we're excited to have this line because we're able to just reach more consumers with our brand. And our ethos is really about bringing joy to your fingertips. And personally, for many years, when I was going to the salon before we had the brand, if my nails were done, I felt really polished. It's a pick me up. So that's one of the things that's really important to us is that we're putting tools into the hands of our followers and our customers to be able to do your own nails and lift yourself up.
And with your nail polish, I'm sure you can reach different demographics. And then we also have our toes that we want to look nice. And you're right. You just feel so much better going into a meeting with nice nails.
Yeah, and it makes a difference.
It does. And I was talking about my previous experience. I was traveling a lot and growing the business and had twins. And I had someone in Los Angeles that did my nails. But when I would travel for 2 months at a time, it was hard to find someone. So having a solution is so helpful for women with busy lifestyles.
Yeah, actually, when we launched our brand, we did 3 Kickstarters in the first couple of years. There were a lot of flight attendants that would reach out to us and they would buy the products because they were on the road and in different cities. And they would just take it with them because the lamp has a USB, so you can travel with it, plug it in anywhere you have a USB socket. Yeah, just like really on the go, making it just light and flexible. So flight attendants were always telling us, this is so great because I can just pop it into my bag. It's really compact. And if I just need something to touch up. And then we also had a lot of people who they were devoted to salon gel manicures, but then when they were in between the manicure, if they had a chip or if they needed a little touch up, they liked having our set as a solution.
Magic happens when we focus on the part of ourselves and our business that brings us joy. We've talked a lot about business today. What do you do for you to make sure that you're finding and living your joy?
One of the things I've realized recently, I've been doing the business 12 years, is it's so easy to be very consumed with the business. There's always something to do and people reaching out. And being able to turn off and just have a mental break. People talk about that, but I've really realized how critical it is. Yoga, meditation. I've really been embracing doing these types of activities and just cutting off from work. There's enough hours in the day where I'm working. So having that personal time is so restorative.
Such good advice. Sometimes we have to schedule it in and I'll say, oh, I'm going to work out. And if I don't get it in first thing in the morning, I'll get distracted or writing emails or proposals or things like that. And then you don't do it. And I have really started to like 5-minute meditations. It's amazing what 5 minutes can do.
It carries me through the day if I can get it in the morning.
Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story with us. Can you please share with us how and where we can find you?
Yeah. So our website is minimacaron.com. I'm on LinkedIn. My Instagram is the Christina KO. It's just my name. So you can follow me or you can follow our company.
Thank you for joining us today. I'd love to hear from you. Reach out to me at hello@shebuiltit.com on our She Built It website or at She Built It on social. Thank you to my editor, Rich Streffolino, who always makes us sound good. Until next time, let nothing stop you from experiencing the life and business that you crave.